just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Washington football team. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd and goal. Hurts, flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open, and he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Hurts will throw. They'll roll him out right. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works. Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play. Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. On play action, Lance. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now a play fake. Lance.
Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Philly.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. Being chased out left. And it's going to be incomplete. He's able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. From the gun, it's Lance. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
On the counter, Gibson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts
rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now the Eagles will once again go for the 2-point try. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Sanders. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Yeah, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing on first down is Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
2nd and 7. The Lance going to throw.
Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game set. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And that is incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
91 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
To try again after the sack. Lance. And his his throw is going to be incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing now is Lance. Rolling to his right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Pulled in at the 24. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And here's Sanders on 1st down, but going nowhere as he's tackled well behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now they get the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Offside here, and it's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And these are the kind of plays that defenders dream about. A chance to get a big running start and go after the quarterback. He was not at all put off by the option. I think he committed to the quarterback right from the outset, and he was able to get in there and put the hit on him.
And the next-gen stat's going to show his top speed on that one, and that is a very impressive number. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Going for it with Sanders. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Lance now on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
The Lance is thrown into the hands of McLaurin.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Eagles,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Washington, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.